My name is Katja Thomson and I'm a music educator. And at the moment I'm particularly drawn, perhaps I've always been drawn to situations where there are no rules how it's supposed to be done. So kind of collaborations and educational and artistic context where we create what we are about to do and find out ways to work together. On the video, you saw Mohammed, the drumming teacher. He's an asylum seeker from Iraq, living in Espoo at the moment at a reception center, or camp, as many refugees call them. And two boys who stay in a different one in Helsinki. And I had the permission from their mother to show this video to you. Mohammed has been taking part in a project at the Kaisa Cultural Center, where we've had 8 weeks working, once a week, working together with a group of asylum seekers who are either musicians who are just interested in music, and we've been working on a kind of creating a group that can write new music together, who can learn from each other's music and get to know each other and perhaps even learn some Finnish and Arabic and English together. And actually the musician I've been working with is sitting in this room as well. Hello there, we happen to share the same surname as well, so there's not to hide that. And it's been an enjoyable project, and it's only the beginning of a long journey, I think. The boys, however, they stay at the reception center waiting to hear where they might move next. They go to school already here, and I've been running some music sessions for them and some younger children to also, I think, I want to give them something in the week that is hopefully would feel special, where they can be creative, where they can do things they know how to do, learn new things. But yes, of course, also for me to understand who are these people who've just arrived in Finland, and how can we find ways to work together in a way that's really meaningful for everybody. And at this stage, the pilot project with the refugees or asylum seekers, I keep using both words, maybe in not always a very logical way. At this stage, the pilot project has been all about music, but the next stage will be also including other artists, a dancer and a visual artist, and then we'll know more about how that works. There are some very strong words that I think we can all relate to on some level, at work, at home, with friends, old memories from school. And I'm using those two words because they also relate to the research on a very kind of theoretical level. For example, Eva Setter, who I'll be meeting later today, has written a lot about that insider-outsider. And I think can I have this on Juhani for a minute? Sorry. Thank you. Sometimes I talk better when I move. One of those people. Insider, outsider. So for example, I as a researcher who wants to learn about the culture of Mohammed, of Shadi from Syria, I'm an insider in Finnish culture, and I can, through research, through some time and thorough thinking, I can perhaps learn to act a little bit like an insider of another culture if I spend long enough in that culture and talk to those people and work with them, and perhaps learn some Arabic music, perhaps even understand some of the subtleties and meanings there, maybe. But I'm still an insider in Finnish life and culture. As an outsider, if I think about being an outsider in that culture, that's very clear. But how about outsider when I look at Finnish culture? I can perhaps learn to analyze my own culture like an outsider. And that's a really important thing, I think, as a researcher, that I'll be aware of. Now, insiders and outsiders were into each other's cultures in this project, both with adults and children. And what we're aiming for in the practical work is to create a group where people feel that they might gain confidence to create and contribute in that group. We'll learn from each other and will have courage to take risks and solve artistic problems together, perhaps sometimes even some other problems. And I have to already say that in these 8 weeks that we've worked together, there have been many moments where we haven't quite understood what the other musician means, how we can move from A section to B section, what happens there, how does this rhythm really feel like, and all kinds of language issues. But in the end, it's about the same kind of communication issues that we always have when we work in a new group. And let's move on to the next slide. So the pilot project at the Kaiser Cultural Center, we have participants from Iraq, from Syria, Iran, Greece and Finland, including some SibA students taking part in this project. And the language we have English and Finnish, and we laugh quite a lot because there's lots of misunderstandings. And but a lot of the participants speak Arabic with each other, so that's helpful for them. But sometimes we don't understand what they might be talking about, and we try and create an open atmosphere where we all know what's being said, and work on an equal level as much as possible. And now in April, May time, I'll be interviewing some of the participants and the SibA students to start the journey to understand what do we really need. What does it require to work like this together and to gain something that we're happy with artistically and socially? Because in the end, it is, of course, a socially engaged project. And practitioner-based action research, as it is, aims at the practical work. Of course, we want the project to feel great for everybody and for everyone to enjoy what they're doing together. But when some problems, even failures, arise, that's actually something that's better for the research sometimes. So what I'm having to juggle with is what I want to achieve in the music, in the teaching and collaboration, but embrace those moments when it all goes really wrong, because that's when I'm going to find the most exciting and important information for the research to move ahead. And Laura, do I have 1 minute left or 1 minute left? I'll finish off with a little story of a song, how it developed. Shadi from Syria wrote a poem about missing. His wife is still in Syria, and he wrote a poem in Arabic, and then he sent it to his wife, and the wife back in Syria recorded a little song. She came up with a melody and sent it back to Shadi here in Helsinki. And then Shadi, who's not a professional musician at all, said, I have this poem and this little melody, I wonder if we could do anything with it. And so as a group, then we started to work on it, and another Syrian musician violinist wrote a tune for it, and so we developed it into a piece of music. I heard one of them saying, this is not real Arabic music, but we've made it easy enough for you guys to understand and play. So we're on those subtleties we're still working on, but yeah, thank you very much.